What screams I'm depressed? Hopelessness really is a great word to describe it. I used to have depression, and in my experience I didn't feel sad or hopeless. I felt nothing. Just nothing. I feel hopelessness is a great word to describe it because I thought I was hopeless, but I didn't feel anything, if that makes sense. It was not a good time for me. If you have the energy to scream, you might not be depressed. When the only thing that you look forward to is going home and sleeping, listening to Linkin Park while wearing black clothes and eating a family-sized Dorito pack. When you order Chinese food 3 times a week and eat in their underwear and a bathrobe, alone, with something on TV that you're not interested in but leave it on because there's nothing you'd be more interested. Edit. Also, when you start to try to get your life back on track by working out, and it works. And then after a month or so, realizing that the joy you found from working out is making everything worse because no matter how in shape you get you'll never think you're good enough, and despite that you have abs and shoulders and definition you realize you're still empty, so you think, well, if I just shed the rest of the fat off and had more definition then I'd be happy. But nope. You still look in the mirror and see the same fat guy who's unhappy, sitting on a floor staring at the ceiling for several hours. Everyone at some point tbh. Giving up. What I've found out about myself and some others is that they slowly give up on things. Being too tired to continue on with something, for example, a debate, can show in a depressed person. Example, the depressed person may be in an argument but just claims that the other person is correct and gives up on the argument, being too tired, mentally, to argue. People who are actually depressed don't scream I'm depressed. Your skin gets worse because sometimes the thought of bathing or washing your face seems impossible. You also forget about drinking water. At my worst point I washed my face like twice a week while wearing makeup every day. I just put new foundation every day on top of the leftovers from yesterday and cleaned my eyes to get another eyeshadow. I was deeply grossed out by myself, still am, so I made sure I had another color of eyeshadow and another shape of an eyeliner every day because I was worried someone could figure it out. Took me about 3 months to get my face together after that, and now I almost obsessively wash my face every day. Sadness, anxiety, guilt, anger, mood swings, lack of emotional responsiveness, helplessness, chronic fatigue, lack of energy, sleeping too much or too little, overeating or loss of appetite, constipation, weight loss or gain, irregular menstrual cycle, loss of sexual desire, unexplained aches or pains, crying spells, withdrawal from others, neglect of responsibilities, loss of interest in personal appearance, loss of motivation, worrying, frequent self-criticism, self-blame, pessimism, impaired memory and concentration, indecisiveness and confusion, tendency to believe others see you in a negative light, thoughts of death and suicide. I didn't think I had depression, but bold are symptoms I've experienced. You never know. For me, it's when hygiene goes out the window. Pocketless sweatpants. Toughest thing for me has always been feeling like something has been wrong with me for a long time, but always telling myself that I'm making it up and it isn't real, so I never confronted those problems or tried to figure out what they were. And then you mentally break and all you can do is think about how broken you are. Also having days you think are gonna go well and you're gonna get stuff done and you just fall asleep. Or having one really good day and thinking things are getting better only to sink back down in the next couple weeks. It's not eating, not because you are starving yourself, but because nothing sounds appetizing, and you aren't hungry. It's not sleeping even though you are completely exhausted all the time. It's losing interest for things you once loved to do, and people you used to hang out with. It's shutting people you love out, not because you don't love them anymore, but because you just get so wrapped up in your own self, that you find that you no longer have the energy to be around. For me that is what screams I'm depressed. If anyone needs to talk, feel free to PM me. When you know you're attractive, but wear a bunch of ratty clothes anyways. Sweatpants that are too big or pajama pants, hoodies that are huge, slippers, etc., all because you believe that you're not attractive, nobody likes you, so why bother with dressing nicely or trying to look good? I remember doing this and sometimes I still do. It also ties into not taking proper care of yourself. Neglecting to shower regularly, brush your teeth, wash our face, etc., and eating whatever crap you want whenever you want. Basically, it's the idea that you're not worth the effort to take care of and trying to look your best. Being depressed makes you not just stop caring about yourself. After a certain point, you start to hate yourself. The sight of yourself in the mirror makes your blood boil and you do whatever you can to destroy yourself because in your mind, you don't really deserve nice things. At least that's how it went for me. When you don't enjoy the little things anymore. When everything seems lined with a gritty grey cloud. The danger zone is when you start losing touch of consequences that might follow your actions, worse yet you realize them and do it anyway. You wake up, dread the day but in the end still feel nothing. You walk to school knowing when you get there it will be the same thing that happens every day. You walk into school and see your friends, they joke and laugh with you and you laugh back, but in your mind you still feel nothing. It's all just an act because you care about your friends more than yourself. In the back of your head you know they don't care about you but you still want them to be happy. Your day is bland and ultimately you don't remember it once you're home. Your parents ask about your day and you say good to make them happy. You walk in your room to see the one place you are comfortable. You lie there and listen to music because it's the one thing that helps you feel. You think about your friends and their feelings, never thinking about your own, and wonder what their motive is, why they persist on talking to you. I feel as if I need to go to the drugs so I can be happy. I feel numb every day and want to love. I want to be better but I can't. White girls on Facebook. Unexplained over anger at tiny stuff. If you're acting irritable and snappish and feel that your anger is either unjustified, too frequent, or that you're not actually angry but keep snapping anyway, that's possibly a depression symptom. Being kinda nice to everyone so they don't feel like you just can't get out of bed. What's the use? To go to the same old job? To come home from that job just to be alone all night? Maybe if I stay in bed forever, I won't have to face the day. When you cannot even figure out if you are happy or if you are unhappy with your own life and everything inside of it. Dramatic white girls. My girlfriend. This thread made me realize that I don't have my job, I hate my life. 10 empty ice cream containers in the freezer. Accomplishing something big or small, getting acknowledged for it, and still feeling like you disappointed yourself, or someone, because you believe you could have done way better. Normally people. I thought the Automods Befriender link was a site to help make friends and was sorely disappointed. Okay, I'm a name off an obscure one here, just because I think it's important for people to know. Obviously in this thread people have listed amazing resources, but here's just one that even some of the greatest actors, as in hiding their feelings, end up doing, eventually. If you ever see somebody's speech slow way down, usually accompanied by giving dodgy answers and trying to talk as little as possible, you have a huge reason to be concerned, especially if they are normally an extroverted person. What that often means is that the face their thoughts are overwhelming them, and/or the face they're putting on to hide their feelings is exhausting them. Also, if this happens to you, that might be a good sign to go talk to someone. Just thought I'd put that out there. 12 Cat Lady. I always have noticed this look in people's eyes that I have been with and talked to, they look hollow and really empty. It happened when I was with my then girlfriend, which is how I was able to tell she was hurting about something. Either being unable to indulge or doing it frequently and getting no enjoyment out of it. Weight gain is a big indicator. When the idea of getting out of bed and going through the motions of daily life routine sound pleasant but you do nothing except turn to the other side of the bed and continue hiding underneath. When you're just an empty shell of what you previously were and can't even muster a smile to things you used to enjoy. When you do finally smile and laugh but then feel guilty and stop right after. Guilty for what? I don't know, just that I simply don't deserve. When you just have a hazy/cloudy feeling in your brain that prevents you access to the other side, the nice bright side, and you think you're stuck in the dark grey side. Even though you know there's no lock on that door, even though you know there's no door at all and you can simply step out but you can't. You just feel like you're stuck in that dark place without being able to get out. Just stuck in that same spot, unable to move, to get out. All these and many more, as one comment said, hopelessness. Binging on junk food, alcohol, internet/video games usually indicates depression to me.